morning. Setting yourselves up. Morning, Roz. We'll give it a few minutes for other people to log on. Helen, good morning, Helen. Just gonna twist this camera around. There we go. Alright. Good morning, Gay. Sophie and Georgia. Got a whole lot of gorgeous women watching me today. Hope you've all had a beautiful Easter Sunday. I didn't know what flow I was going to take today. Normally I plan my classes the day before, but hi Amy. I didn't have any inspiration yesterday for my class. I just went about my busy day, and I knew that I'd wake up this morning guided to share something wonderful, and it came to me when I woke up. We're doing a bit of a chocolate hangover flow. So I didn't eat a whole lot of chocolate yesterday, but I'm hoping some of you ladies did. But today's flow is going to be more of a fire building inside, more of an exercise and a strengthening. It's just a fun way to work off whatever we ate yesterday. And the meditation I've been called to share after our yoga is something that sits very strongly in my heart, and is something I'm super passionate about, and it's about gratitude for our bodies and self-love and just body positivity. So I have a feeling that this class may run a little bit over an hour, so we'll have to wait and see, assess after our yoga how much longer we've got in the class. I may recommend that if you don't have enough time to sit through the whole meditation, you can just do your own shavasana and then come back to the meditation. But if you are free, let's go for it. Let's see how long we go. So, good morning. Beautiful. Okay, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. We're gonna take a bit of a warm up, running through sun salutation A and B once or twice, just to warm up our body, and then into our chocolate hangover flow. So standing at the top of your mat, feet grounded, knees slightly bent, core engaged. We're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, take your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, jump to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hand to heart. Beautiful. We've got Jared as well. Hi Jared, welcome. Sun salutation A. We'll take a few more times through that. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop or jump, take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now just take 5 breaths here, pedaling out your feet, grounding yourself, all 4 corners of your hands, weight in your palms, not in your wrists. Stretching out through backs of your legs, warming up the body. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale. On our exhale, we're going to jump up to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Here we go again. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding again for 5 breaths. Finding stillness or pedaling out your feet. Pushing your heels towards the back wall. Planting your feet evenly. Feeling strong and supported today by the ground, by your body, by your mind. Inhale, we're jumping up to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Sun salutation B. Surya Namaskar B. So inhale, slight back bend, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step, hop or jump, check your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. High lunge, looking up to the sky. Slight back bend, shoulders down, neck long. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, jump to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side. Inhale, hands up high, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step, hop or jump back to plank, take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps through, high lunge. Slight back bend, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, hop, step or jump to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hand to heart. One more on each side. Then we move into our chocolate hangover flow. Inhale, arms up to the sky, slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, plant your palms, step, hop or jump back to plank, take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, high lunge. Slight back bend. Inhale, step back to downward facing dog. Take an exhale. Inhale, hop, step or jump, take your forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hand to heart. Other side. Inhale, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, hop, step or jump back to plank, take your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, high lunge, slight back bend. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, hop, step or jump, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. So give your body a little shake off here. You should be feeling a little bit of heat now in your body. Getting nice and warm. Now we're going to take a little sequence I made up this morning that I thought would be nice and fun for today. So, if you've never done diver's pose before, I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to be coming up onto our toes, our feet are together. We're engaging our core, we're tucking our tailbone under, and we're bending forward from the waist. Arms are going to be out to the side, palms facing the front. So we're taking ourselves into a diver's pose like this. Back nice and straight and long, up onto our toes, drishti looking down to the ground so that our spine is straight. And that's our diver's pose. And then we come back up onto our toes and lower our feet. So the flow that we'll be taking is starting and finishing with the diver's pose. So engaging your core, feet, knees, thighs together, hands open and out to the front. Rise up onto your toes. Bending forward now into our diver's pose. Taking it as far as feels comfortable for you with a flat back. We're going to plant out, bend your knees, plant your palms, jump back to a plank. Take a chaturanga, an up dog, push back into downward facing dog, jump yourself forward, and we rise and start again. Beautiful, so take an inhale, up onto your toes. Exhale, slowly bend from the waist. As far as you can go. Inhale now, bending your knees, planting your palms, jump back to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop, step or jump back in between your hands and rise up to start again. Very good. We should be feeling our heartbeat speeding up here, getting some warmth in our bodies. Bringing our legs close together. Inhale, up onto our toes. Exhale, diver's pose. Inhale, bending our knees, planting our palms, jumping back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hop, step or jump back to the front. Root to rise, hands by your side. Beautiful. I'm going to take a little warrior variation sequence here. So stepping up to the front of your mat, hands to your heart, feet together, take an inhale and an exhale. We're stepping our left foot back into warrior one, so 45-degree angle, hips facing towards the front, arms up to the sky. Finding a 90-degree angle with your front leg, dropping as low as you can. Inhale and exhale. inhale, opening up to the side, finding warrior two. Left foot parallel with the mat, right foot facing the front. Looking over your right fingertips. Now we're going to straighten our front leg and rise our hands up with an in-breath. Facing our head to the side and exhaling back down into our warrior two. Engaging your core here, inhale. Palms meeting at the top, exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Now reaching up and over towards the back wall, keeping that front leg bent, left hand on the back leg, looking up and under your right armpit, feeling that side stretch. Inhale back to the front, straighten that front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose, shifting your top half of your body towards the front, reaching out over that right leg and taking it down to your triangle. Holding here for a few breaths. Looking up at that left hand if your neck feels able. Looking down at the ground if you've got a sore neck. Taking an inhale, come backing up to center. Swooping our back leg up to meet our front. Meeting in mountain pose. Doing that on the other side. Take a deep breath in and out. Stepping our right foot back into warrior one. Getting our hips aligned. Arms up to the sky. Right angle in our front leg. Holding here for a breath. Sinking a little deeper if you can. We're inhaling, opening out to warrior two. Right foot parallel, left foot facing the front. And we're going to take our breaths, straightening that front leg, lifting up to the sky, palms together, inhale. Exhale, bending down, keeping our tailbone tucked under here and our core engaged. Inhale. Sinking a little bit deeper if you can, keeping your knee above your ankle. One more, inhale. Exhale. Left hand reaching up and over the back, right hand sliding down the right leg, taking a side stretch here. Looking up under the left armpit. Inhale, meeting back up the front, straighten that front leg. Heading into our triangle pose. Tilting our hips back and our chest towards the front, reaching over that front leg. And moving down to the ground, finding your triangle pose. There should be no weight in the left hand on any part of your body or the ground. We should just be hovering. Engaging our core, relaxing our face muscles. Take an inhale. Back up to standing. And bring yourself back to the front of the mat, hands to heart. Take an inhale and an exhale. Now we're going to come sideways onto our mat. Find yourself in the center, facing the long side. We're going to come up onto our toes, bringing our arms up to the sky. Palms up, gaze looking up, finding your balance here, engaging your core. Exhaling, bringing ourselves back down to the ground. We're going to step our legs wide. We're going to take ourselves into a wide-legged squat, arms out to the side. your arms now into goddess pose. Straightening our legs, bending forward from the hips, planting our palms onto the ground, turning our feet to be parallel, but opening up to the right. Feeling that twist in your upper body, your chest opening. Inhale, exhale, swapping our hands over. Opening up to the left, inhale. Exhale, hands back to the ground. Bringing your hands to your hips, coming back up to standing. Twisting our feet out to the side, going back into our lunge. Exhale, hands out to the side. Inhale, find your goddess. Spreading your fingers wide. Tucking our tailbones under, feeling the weight distributed evenly in all four corners of our feet. Drop a little bit lower. We're going to stretch our arms up and our legs up. Take a breath in. We're going to lower back down on our exhale. Inhale, reach up to the sky, legs straighten. Exhale, bending down. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale, bending down. This time, inhale, bring yourself back up to standing. Bring your hands behind you and lace your fingertips in with each other. Rotate your feet so that they're now parallel. Toes slightly in and heels slightly out, so a little bit not parallel, toes in slightly. Hands linked behind your back. We're going to open up our chest, push our shoulders back and down, neck long. We're going to slowly fold forward, bringing our hands up and over behind us, slowly making our way to the ground. And letting gravity take hold of our hands here. Feeling a big stretch in the front of your shoulders. Letting your head hang loose. Your jaw relaxed and the muscles in your face relaxed. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release your hands with control and float them down to the ground. And just hang here for a moment, feeling the whole weight of your upper body relaxing to the ground. You can shake your body if you want to loosen any tension in your upper back. You can shake your head or nod your head. I invite you to take your stretch a little bit deeper today. You can either walk your hands behind you and try and pull yourself down like that. You can pistol grip your big toes and open your elbows out to the side, using that to pull yourself down. Find what feels good for you today to deepen this stretch. Getting our head as close to the ground as we can today. Feeling a nice big stretch in your hamstrings. Taking an inhale here and an exhale. Bringing your palms to be planted directly underneath your face. Straighten your arms, pushing your body away from the mat. And just slowly heel toe, your feet in until you're about half a meter apart, just a little bit more than hip distance. We're going to drop ourselves down now into our yogic squat. Just pedaling yourself out here, swapping your weight from one foot to the other, feeling that nice opening in your hips. You can bring your hands to your heart. If you've got a nice balance today, use your elbows to push your knees out wider. Taking a moment here in our yogic squat. Breathing into your hip flexors and releasing any tension on your exhale. When you're ready, we're just going to bring our hands to behind our bottoms, taking our weight into our hands and lowering ourselves onto our bums. Alright, swing yourself around to face the front of your mat again. Just make sure that you're sitting in the middle of your mat here for this next bit. So we're going to bring our feet flat on the ground, knees up to the sky, shoulders down, neck long, long spine here, crown of your head reaching up to the top of the roof. We're going to rock back onto our sits bones and lift our feet off the ground. So you can just have your toes touching if that feels enough for you today, or you can lift your legs as high as you want them to go. If you're really in the mood, you can straighten your legs, make it a total core workout. But just find your boat pose here. We're going to bring our arms facing palms up to the sky, hands to the front. We're going to open up to the left. Holding here, bring it back together, open up to the right. So you should be feeling this in your transverse abdominals. So when we open to the right, you're engaging the left side. Come on back. I might need to move myself forward a little bit. So from our boat pose, we are rolling back onto our back and we are scooting ourselves up to standing. And then we come on back down. Slowly come back down, find your boat pose. We are opening up to the left, knees and ankles pushing together here, back to the center, opening up to the right, back to center, rolling back, and bringing yourself through to standing, Tadasana. Very good. Lowering yourself back down now with control. Onto your sits bones. Boat pose, arms out, opening up to the left. Back to center. Opening up to the right. Back to center. Grabbing your knees, rolling back. Bringing yourself through, meeting in Tadasana. Very good. Take a few breaths here, stretch out your legs, shake out your legs, do some shoulder rolls, maybe some ankle rolls. We're going to do a little exercise now to help warm up our ankles, so facing long ways back on your mat, feet out wide. For our wide-legged squat, we are going to bend our knees into our squat, knees out, pelvis tucked under. We're going to lift up our heels, bring our arms out to the side. Then we're going to straighten our legs, arms up to the sky. And we're going to drop our heels and drop our hands. So we're going to bend into our squat. We're going to lift our heels, arms open out to the side. We're going to straighten our legs, arms go up to the sky. Still on our toes, and then we lower our heels and lower our palms. Beautiful, so find your positioning, spread your toes, ground your feet, all four corners of your feet here, feeling nice and strong. Bring your hands to your heart. We're squatting now, tucking our tailbone under, stomach engaged. Lifting onto our toes, heels rise, hands out to the side. Inhale, straighten your legs, arms meet up in the sky. Exhale, drop your heels, hands to heart. One more like this. Inhale, Exhale, lower down into your squat. Inhale, raising your heels, arms open out to the side. Exhale, straightening your legs, straightening your arms. And dropping your heels, bringing your hands to your heart. Awesome, give your legs another shake. That's a good one. Staying facing the side though here. Give your ankles a twist. We're going to come down onto our knees. So make sure you're a long ways on your mat for this one. We're on our knees. We are going to be opening up right leg to the side, foot parallel here. We're going to inhale, left arm up and over, sliding that right hand down your leg, stretching out the left side. Now from here we are bringing our left hand and we are scooping ourselves around, and we're meeting ourselves down the front here. We're doing a bit of a circle. We're bringing our arms back, and then we're going to rotate to the left, bringing that right arm up. So it's a bit of a circular motion here. So we're starting left hand up and over to the right, then our left hand guides us through to the center. Taking ourselves into our bird pose. Our left hand grounds, right hand finishes the circle to the left, and then we come back up. Beautiful. So let's do a flow of that on this side. Keeping our core engaged the whole time here. Mula Bandha, tailbone tucked under. Left hand up and over, take that side stretch. Inhale. Exhale, swoop your hand through, meeting in bird pose. So our palms are facing the ground here. We're trying to get our head as close to the ground as we can. Doesn't matter where you are today. We're just keeping our shoulders long, neck long, arms straight, bird pose. Planting the left hand, right hand swoops up and over, taking your side stretch to the right. We're pushing ourselves back up to center. Wonderful. Do that on the left hand side. So planting your right knee, left hand side out, left foot out, foot parallel. Left hand on your left thigh, right hand reaches up and over, taking the side stretch to the left. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, swooping that right hand past the ground, bring your body to the front, taking your bird pose on the left, keeping your core engaged, planting that right palm, left hand completes the circle into our side twist on the right, side stretch, right arm pushes ourselves up to meet in the top, and we relax, exhale. One more like this. Inhale, right arm reaching up and over. Exhale, floating through to our bird pose. Inhale, planting our right palm. Left arm reaches up and over, side stretch. Pushing ourselves back up, exhale. We meet at the top. Fantastic. Bring yourself back around now to be facing the short side of your mat. Come down onto your knees. We're going to open up our knees wide, toes touching. We're going to go into an extended child's pose. So reaching your hands forward here. Finding your child's pose for today. Massaging your third eye if your head reaches the ground. Take a deep breath in here, feeling your lungs growing and stretching the outside of your back, and then exhale. So from here we're going to plant our elbows. Plant our elbows here. Lace your fingers together. We're going to push up onto our elbows. Bring our feet back into a plank pose. So, holding strong here, elbows underneath your shoulders, feet close together on your toes. We're just going to dip the right hip close to the ground and bring it back to center. Dipping the left hip and the right, and bring it back to center. Keep doing this at your own pace. This is a great one to burn off all of the chocolate we ate yesterday. One more on each side. Lowering your knees and bringing yourself to be laying flat on the ground. Wonderful. Alright, hands out long in front of you. Taking a reverse corpse pose here. Take a few breaths, feeling long and supported here. Toes pointed, feet together. On our inhale, we're going to lift our left leg and our right arm up. And we're going to exhale and lower it with control. Inhale, lifting our right leg and our left arm up. Exhale with control. So while we're doing this, we want our gaze to be straight down onto the mat. We're wanting to keep our spine long and straight and our neck protected. We're going to be pointing our toes and our fingers. Inhale, lifting the left leg and the right arm. Keeping our gaze down on the mat. Exhale, lowering with control. Other side, inhale, left hand, right leg. Exhale, bring it back down. Now we're going to inhale, lift both legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, release. Well done. Inhale, both legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms. Exhale, release. Planting your hands now beside your chest, pushing yourself back into child's pose, knees together this time. We're counteracting that slight back bend in the muscles we were just using in our back now. You can swoop your hands back past your legs to be resting by your feet, rolling yourself side to side. Taking a big inhale, feeling the skin on your upper back stretching and filling. And exhale. Take one more deep breath like this. And slowly bring yourself back up to seated on your knees. We're going to come onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, push yourself back up to your downward facing dog. Pedal it out for a few moments. We're going to step the left foot through our hands into our high lunge. I want you to bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot and just heel toe your foot out a little bit to the side. So our hands are on the inside of our legs now. You can lower your back knee if that feels good for you. We're going to come down onto our elbows into lizard pose. This is a big stretch. The back of your left thigh and your right hip So you can lower your knee if that feels good for you. Feeling this deep stretch. If you want a little bit more, you can take your left hand and you can push that knee out to the side. Rolling onto the outside of your left foot. Turn up to the ceiling. Finding your variation today. Inhale, bringing yourself back. Pushing back up onto our hands. Swooping that left leg back into our downward facing dog. Pedal it out. You'll find you can feel one hip tighter than the other now after doing that on one side. So we're going to do that on the right, stepping your right foot through to your lunge. Bringing your right hand to the inside of that right foot, heel toe it out to the side. Finding your lizard variation. Coming down onto your elbows. Now when we do this, we want to use the right elbow first. So whichever foot is out to the front, that's the way we go down. It sets us up for a safe landing in this position. So finding your stretch, your variation, modified for where you feel you can go today. If you want to take it to that next level, pushing that right knee out, rolling onto the outside of your right foot, taking a deep stretch here, hip opening, looking up, twisting to the sky. Bringing ourselves back now, pushing ourselves up onto our hands, dragging that right leg back, meeting a downward facing dog. This is our last one now for the day. So find stillness here. Pushing your heels down and back, tilting your pelvis up to the sky. Relaxing your neck and your jaw. We're going to lower our knees to the ground. You can scoot yourself through, walk your knees forward. We're just going to come through and lay onto our backs. So slowly with control, get yourself into a nice comfortable position on your back. We're going to plant our palms out to the side, palms facing up. We're going to engage our core, tuck our tailbone under so that our back is flat on the mat. We're going to lift our knees up to the sky, followed by our feet. So our legs are straight here, arms straight out into a T. You can have your feet flexed or pointed, whatever feels good for you right now. And we're going to open our legs up into a wide-legged split. So finding where your legs will go today. If you feel like you need some help, you can bring your hands to sit onto the inside of your thighs. That can help pull your legs down a little bit longer, lower. So holding here for a moment, allowing your legs to just fall to where they naturally go. We're going to plant our left foot, right leg comes up and over. We're crossing our knees. If this is enough for you today, or if you have knee issues, please stay here. But if you can, loop your legs through and take your legs into an eagle bind. Please do that, and we're going to twist to the left. So you can lift your hips up and a little bit to the right, and take your twist to the left. So this is a supine twist with the eagle legs, keeping our arms long and out to the side. To finish this pose, we will take our gaze to look across over at our right hand. Feeling that nice stretch in our middle of our bodies and our backs. Inhale, bringing yourself back to center, scooting your hips back to the midline, releasing your legs, we're going to do that on the other side. So setting up your back again and your body, engaging your core, planting your lower back onto the ground, lifting your legs up, soles of our feet pushing towards the sky, opening our legs out into our side splits. So using your hands for extra help, pointing or flexing your feet here, whatever feels good for you. Take another breath in and exhale. Now slowly bending from the knees, we're planting our right foot on the ground, left leg crosses over. If that's enough for you, leave your legs there. Otherwise, take your eagle twist on the right, left foot links through. Bringing our arms back out to the side into a T shape, lifting your hips a little bit over to the left. Take your twist to the right. Keeping our left shoulder on the ground here. Taking our gaze out and across to our left hand to finish off our twist. Breathing into our hips here or our lower back, wherever you might feel your tension. And exhaling, imagine it dissolving. Relaxing the muscles in our jaw and our face. Maybe you might be holding your back or your legs. Trying to relax here. Taking an inhale, bringing yourself back to center. Scooting your hips back to the midline, unraveling our legs. Planting our feet. Now I want you to just keep your hands and arms where they are. Walk your legs out to meet until your toes just spill over the edge of your mat. Just your little pinky toes you can feel on the outside of our mats. So we're just going to windshield wiper our legs here. So leaving our feet where they are, dropping our knees to the right. Bringing them back to center. Dropping our knees to the left. To center. To the right once more. Back to center and to the left. So now I invite you to do any last stretches or poses that your body feels that it might need before we go into our meditation. So, any last stretch or movements that you want to do. Otherwise, turn off your lights, grab a pillow or a blanket or both. Lay yourself down and find your Shavasana. So, it's about 11:15 now. I feel that this meditation might run longer than 15 minutes, so if you've got time, please just make sure that you won't be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so, or just get yourself comfortable. If you feel that you haven't got enough time to sit through the whole meditation, then maybe just stop watching this video, take your own Shavasana and come back and rewatch the meditation later. So I'm going to turn off my lights, I'm going to put on some meditation music, and I'll meet you all back here in a little sec. I hope everyone has found themselves a comfortable position. Closing down your eyes. Okay. Starting to deepen your breath now. Getting the last little fidgets out of the way, itching your nose, moving your clothes around, settling in now. So this meditation is based around gratitude for our bodies, self-love, self-acceptance, self-worth, body positivity. These are all amazing topics in and of themselves, but together they make up who we are and what we go through on a daily basis. And I felt so passionately and strongly to talk about this today around Easter time. You know, we let ourselves go, we take our holidays, we eat the chocolates, we party, we see friends and family, and we can still love our bodies when we're not being at our optimum. You know, our optimum for ourselves is, you know, if we go to the gym every day, or if we eat healthy all the time. You know, we're allowed to have our moments of abundance. And so I want to take this time with you here today to just reflect on and in our bodies. Thinking, what has your body done for you lately? So much of the time we are either taking our bodies for granted or we're actively disparaging them, and yet they still keep serving us day after day after day. Take a few moments to think about how your body has been loyally functioning on your behalf. There is no right or wrong way to reflect here. And you might want to write in your journal afterwards on what you feel as you finish this meditation, if that's something that you're called to do. And if you feel like you need to stop at any time, please do so. You won't be missing out. This recording will stay on Facebook and you can do this anytime you want. You may experience powerful feelings from doing this meditation, or have no feelings, or anything in between. If you have painful emotions emerge, please treat yourself gently today. Doing an exercise like this that puts you in touch with your body may put you in touch with emotions you've been suppressing or trying to avoid for a long time. So please just treat yourself with compassion. You can do this meditation more than once, and if you feel you can make this a regular practice to help build up an appreciation for your body. So let's start with a small relaxation. Keeping your eyes closed, let your awareness settle gradually on your breath, traveling in and out. You do not need to try to breathe. Your body does this naturally. Allow yourself to feel the support of your yoga mat or the cushions beneath you and the floor below. Notice any sensations in your body, places where you may feel an itch or an ache or a chill or warmth, even places that seem to have disappeared and feel numb. Just sit with this awareness of your body for a moment. Imagine the path of your breath traveling into and out of your body. As it comes in, it warms your body, flowing through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs. You can imagine that it keeps flowing down, warming your stomach, your pelvis, radiating out into your limbs, all the way to the tips of your fingers and your toes. Your breath travels through your body, and as you breathe out, you take any tension that it finds out with your breath. Like a warm ocean wave, your breath brings in relaxation and it takes away tension. Feel these waves for a few moments. I invite you to think of all the ways that you may have experienced a gift from your body lately. As you think, let your mind create pictures of the recent past, pictures that fade in and out, creating a kaleidoscope of images. Perhaps your body has fought off an infection or taken you to the top of a hill. Perhaps your body has kept working despite being in pain or stayed awake so you could drive home safely. Maybe you've healed a bruise, learned a new physical skill, gotten stronger. Perhaps your body has given you pleasure and sensual sensations, or it's let you know through feeling that something needs your attention. Notice any feelings you are having as you let these images come and go. Perhaps you are feeling some positive feelings towards your body. And perhaps there are also angry or frustrated feelings too. Let all of your feelings be present and just notice them. Think of one thing in particular that you appreciate about your body, or one body part that you absolutely love and find beautiful. It may be hard at first, but try to let a focus happen. Let yourself feel the specialness of this gift, of this body part, the absolute awe and wonder of it, the love and appreciation that you have for this part of your body. Feel it pulsate through your entire being. This is such a beautiful feeling. Continuing to breathe. Now choosing a body part you are wanting to build real love for. Maybe it's a part of you you've never truly accepted or struggled to acknowledge its natural beauty and abilities. Finding that part of your body, I want you to open your eyes and look at it. If it's behind you and you can't see it, then just close your eyes and picture it in your mind's eye. I also invite you to place your hands on this part of your body. Looking at this part of your body, I want you to say, I love you. Whether you mean it or not, keep saying, I love you. No matter the feelings you have towards this part of your body, it will always love you in return. And it will continue to work day to day. This is the first step in building a relationship to this part of our body that we have maybe neglected or not appreciated. And this might be something that you can make time to do and say more often, building this relationship with this part of your body. Releasing your hands back to the ground and closing your eyes again. Just sit now and check in. How did this make you feel? Remembering the feeling of the first body part we focused on and how much love you had for it and acceptance and how beautiful you found it. Imagine one day being able to have that feeling for your entire body, every single part of you. Closed. In your mind's eye, I want you to see yourself as a whole, as if you were standing in front of a full-length mirror. I want you to look at this image as if you're looking at your best friend. The unconditional love and support and gratitude of that person standing right in front of you. Acknowledging that it's you you're looking at, I want you to say to this image, I love you. I love you. I love you. Notice any thoughts or feelings that you are having, and allow your awareness to return back to your body and your surroundings, that mirror image of yourself dissolving. What's running through your mind right now? What feelings are running through your body? This is a very deep exercise. If it's something that you've never practiced before, I commend your courage for sitting through this first time today. If this was hard for you, if this brought up sadness and emotions of disgust, I invite you to try this meditation quite often, or at least try talking nicely to those body parts of you that you might have neglected or shut down. Know that we are always our own worst critics, and know that we are the ones that control how we feel. If journaling is something that you're into, I invite you after this meditation to go to your pen and paper and write down your experience. So you may have had these powerful feelings, you may have had no feelings, you may have had something in between. There is no right set of feelings for what we've just experienced individually. And there's no wrong set of feelings. We're just trying to encourage an attitude of curiosity and respect for whatever our experience is today. Taking our last few deep breaths. I want you to place your left hand on your heart space, and your right hand on your stomach, below your belly button. This is our heart chakra and our sacral chakra. Feel the energy that's coming out of your hands and into your body. We give so much love to our friends and our family, and our pets and our jobs and our lives. We have so much love to give. I invite you to just give yourself a little bit more of that love. Putting yourself first, so then you can be the best for everyone else. Releasing your hands now, you can roll onto your side, finding a fetal position. Curling up and feeling nurtured, feeling supported, feeling loved. Pushing yourself now slowly up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. want you to give yourself the biggest hug you can. Wrapping your arms around yourself. You can sway side to side, you can drop your head down. Feel this hug, emanating so much love for your body and your ability to love yourself. Bringing our hands together in prayer. My soul recognizes your soul. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty, and kindness within you because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are united. We are the same. We are one. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing that moment with me. I was called to share something on that level today, so I trust that my guides know who it's for. It's such a special topic for me and for the work that I'm doing. And I hope it was a special moment for you. Congratulate yourself today. Congratulate yourself for coming onto the mat, for doing these classes, for filling your cup. I love you all. Enjoying your Easter. I'll see you again in 2 days.